as often as we put the emphasis on the All-Star races when it comes to Charlotte Motor Speedway here, when we actually have the as much emphasis we put on the All-Star race at Charlotte Motor Speedway when it comes to the main event, though, this actually is the main event when it comes to points racing here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. It's the running of the Coca-Cola 600, which actually we have just now renamed it to the Bob Jenkins 600, presented by Coca-Cola here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. This race, of course, dedicated in memory of one of my all-time favorite NASCAR announcers, Bob Jenkins, who, of course, as you know, was an announcer for NASCAR on ESPN back in the 80s and the 90s, up until about the end of the good era of ESPN and NASCAR in the year 2000. I know some people debate me on that one, actually, so if you must, but still. So this is why this race is renamed the Bob Jenkins 600 presented by Coca-Cola. So that being said here, let's get the starting lineup for today's running event. On the pole is Stephen Colon in car number 1 at 182 miles an hour. He's alongside Cole Deaver in car number 3, who won the All-Star race at this very same track. Can he do it again today in a 600? We'll see. We'll see in 60 laps. Second row has Laura Chung in 01 and 33 of Harrison Ponder. Row number 3 has Eric Monaco, car number 66. He's alongside number 12. That is Zach Winkle. Going to number 4, it's car number 21, Quentin Moore, and number 25, that's Kyle Matthews. Going to row number 4 has has car number 5, Phil Parker, and number 11, Benjamin Miles. Going to row number 6, we have car number 28, Keith Batson, and number 18, Nathan Ormond. Next row down has car number 88, Matt McIntyre, the Nationwide Insurance Chevrolet, and number 14, Allison Rain in the HighPoint.com Ford. Next row down is car number 15, Nathan Hudson in the Quality Care Ford, and he's alongside number 44, Alex Miller in the Hot Wheels Chevrolet. Alex got his very first win here at Charlotte. Going to the next row down has car number 2, Dylan Young, and number 22, Dylan Poteet. It seems like the Dylans always seem to start next to each other, Dave. You notice that? Next row down has car number 45, Joshua Osborne, and number 70, I should say, that's Daniel Bouchard in the Rumble Furniture Chevrolet. Next row down has Daniel Voiles in car number 26 and number 43, Mike Becker, the STP Chevrolet. Next row down is car number 10, Kat Batson, who won the Winston Open during All-Star Weekend. She's alongside number 42, Trent Dunham. Next row down is number 20, Rafael LeDuc, and 17, that is Jesse Turner. Next row down has Charles Sanford in 24, who won Talladega this season, and the Darlington winner this season, that's Levi McIntyre. Levi has one of our 3 in-car cameras today, by the way, too. Next row down is number 29, Zachary Fitzwater, and number 4, that is William Brock. Then it's number 98, Seth Cole, and number 7, JT Bryant. Next row down has our second in-car camera, Jessica Shelton. Number 94, the Mac Tonight Ford, excuse me. She's alongside 71, Ryan Butcher. Next row down has number 34, James Sykes, and 68, Cody McGurk. Next row down has number 8, Amanda Evans, and number 16, that is Gabby Conklin. Next row down has number 48, Caleb Bugler in the Lowe Chevrolet and the Valvoline Ford. Car number 6 of Austin Reed. And starting shotgun is Roberto Crown Jr. in car number 30, the Pennzoil Chevrolet. And by our third in-car camera, other than Jessica Shelton and Levi McIntyre, our third in-car camera will lie in the car of our outside pole sitter, Cole Deaver. So that's your starting lineup for the Bob Jenkins 600 presented by Coca-Cola at Charlotte Motor Speedway, as the field is about to await the command for the fired engines for 60 laps of racing on this 1.5-mile racetrack located right in the heart of Concord, North Carolina. Just on the outskirts of Charlotte, I should say. Actually, I should say probably maybe downtown, almost in downtown Charlotte, I guess you want to say, since I've been there before on Labor Day weekend 2016 and actually took a tour of Charlotte Motor Speedway, believe it or not, that very weekend. Boy, that was quite a moment for this man, too. So this race here, by the way, is stop number 11 on the season as well, too. And here comes the command to fire the engines for the Coca-Cola 600 here at Charlotte Motor Speedway.
Gentlemen, start your engines!
Man has been given the party engines as we get some racing here today. The 11th stop on the Castrol GTX Cup Series Tour for season 32. As the pace car leads the field off a pit road for the pace up, but we'll be back from the start of the race right after this. Field heading off into turn number 3 right now. We have a Dodge and a Chevrolet front row for this race here today at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Stephen Cologne in car number 1 and Cole Deaver in car number 3. And look at this view. This is what it looks like if you're coming off going into turn number 1 here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. From the grandstand, we actually maybe down the middle of front stretch, I don't know. Pace car is on the pit road. Green flag flies and boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys and girls. And through turn number 1 they go. Stephen Cologne, the number 1 Mopar Dodge, jumps out in front. Second position is now Laura Chung. Then Eric Monaco inside of Cole Deaver, the number 3 car. Cole did not get a rather good start, but here comes Laura Chung. Low side, she's going to look to lead the first lap of this race as they come off the 4th turn. And she'll lead her first lap of the race here. Eric Monaco to second position, and boy, Laura Chung, she would like to get her first Castrol GTX Cup Series victory at Charlotte, one of the most prestigious stops on the NASCAR tour. And unlike the Winston, this does count for points as well. So we're back to points racing for the rest of the season, from here all the way down to the finale at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Eric Monaco leads the second lap of this race here. Quentin Moore, who won this race last season, up to second position now. Actually, I don't know if he actually did win last season. I'm not, at this track, I'm not sure. But anyway, Bill Parker up to second position now. Keith Batson, then Matt McIntyre, and the 15 car of Nathan Hudson in this batch as well too. Dylan Young now climbs inside of Cole Deaver in car number 3 in the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet. As he jump on the roof cam of Cole Deaver's machine, the Goodwrench Chevrolet. He has a roof cam. Rear bumper cam will be on the car of Jessica Shelton, and the front bumper cam will be on Levi McIntyre's car. And we even have in-car cameras as well too. Off to number 4, he's on the high side now, following the pole sitter, Stephen Cologne. So he come off the 4th turn here. You see Cat has in car number 10 going to the inside, getting past Deaver. Now Raphael Lagoon in car number 20. And the 24, Charles Sanford as well, too, in that machine. As the outside lane not moving at all as they come out the second corner. Joshua Osborne now trying to get past, as he gets past Eric Monaco. Now tries to get past this 28 car, Keith Batson. As they come out the 4th turn, Dylan Young moves to the left side. Car number 2, the Flying Floridian, the Miller Lite Ford, who won the season at Martinsville. The season 30 series champion has moved his way up into the top spot now. Fast lap of the race so far, Levi McIntyre 187.8 miles an hour. And these cars do tend to fly here at Charlotte, and they go all out racing, as we mentioned. All out, no holds barred, everything else. And much like short track racing at Bristol or super speedway racing at Talladega, but still, or a combination of the two. But Osborne leads his first lap of the race here. Harrison Ponder at the second position. Now here comes number 10. That's Kat Batson, the Tide Ford. She's been very strong since they unloaded that car off the truck for the Winston All-Star Weekend. She won the Winston Open, then she went on to win the first segment of the Winston, as a matter of fact, too, before falling back in the second segment where it all counted. But Kat could not complain. But Kat actually can't complain about the weekend too. She had a very good weekend in the Winston. Down to the inside here, Raphael Leduc, who finished second in the All-Star race here, took Cole Deaver. He was in the lead now, but here comes car number 24, Charles Sanford on the left side. About to take the Jeff Gordon cars up to the top spot now. But man who won at Talladega this season, Zachary Fitzwater, car number, or I should say, Sanford's the man who won at Talladega. Zachary Fitzwater, who is behind Sanford, running right now, trying to go for the lead now. Seth Cole behind him in 98, and here comes number 94, Jessica Shelton, the Macton on Ford. On board with Jessica Shelton. That's what it looks like they're riding back in the back of somebody at over 185 miles an hour here on the Speedway. Back to the throttle now. Seth Cole on the outside, Jess coming to the inside, and you're with Jess, and she's about to take the lead here at Charlotte. Off the Ford turn, here comes Mike Becker, car 43, the Richard Petty colors as he moves inside. Shelton leads her first lap of the race. And car number 34 right there behind, James Sykes, the Love's Travel Stop Ford. That's the Michael McDowell cars he's driving. And here comes Amanda Evans. We haven't talked much about her during this weekend, except for the finishing in third position in Winston Open, which put her into the All-Star race, and she's now moving her way up to the second position now. She had a really good run in the Winston until until all carnage broke loose during the second segment. And the yellow flag has flown for the first time here today. It's Benjamin Miles in car number 11, the FedEx Office Toyota, and Kyle Matthews involved as well too. Number 25, the man who won at Sonoma. Back end tore up on that number 25 Kodiak Chevrolet. So let's take a look at what happened to cause the first caution of the flag of the day here at Charlotte, as leaders are taking their time to come down pit road. This race, I was going to mention, this race does involve a pit stop as well too. So we'll see if this may be an opportunity where they don't have to pit within the final few laps of this race here. And it's been known to happen too. And Amanda Evans got bounced around by the 71 car of Ryan Butcher. Let's see who all is the winners coming off pit road. And maybe James Sykes in number 34. And it will be Sykes though, with Amanda Evans second, and the Quentin Moore car in third position, Shelton in fourth, and fifth is Bill Parker. So so let's take a look at what happened to cause yellow right after this. We'll take a look at what happened here. They got 3 wide. This is to not be dead last in the field, believe it or not. Benjamin Miles, Gabby Conklin, and Nathan Ormond. Well, Gabby just got right into Ormond, then got into Kyle Matthews. Turned him right there, and Nathan and Benjamin Miles there was just an innocent and victim circumstance here. I thought Ormond was going to be involved as well too, but Ormond escaped, thankfully for him. So bad break for Benjamin Miles and Kyle Matthews, 2 of the winners this season. As we mentioned, Matthews won at Sonoma, and Miles won at Atlanta this season, the first Atlanta stop of the tour. Real time. I said Kyle Matthews will want to work with Gabby Conklin over that one too. That looked, I don't know if that looked deliberate or not, but still, that's put Benjamin out of the race there. And Kyle Matthews, he's still in it in the 25th and 25 car. He's in 39th position, and looks like Miles will be the one that will finish dead last in today's race. So off turn number 2, the pace car lights are on, or I should say off, I should say. And after pit stops, it is James Sykes, your leader. Second position is Amanda Evans. Third is Quentin Moore. Fourth is Jessica Shelton. Fifth is Phil Parker. JT Bryant moving up to the field nicely. He runs in 6th position. 7th is Mike Becker. 8th is Zachary Fitzwater. Roberto Crown Jr. in 9th position. He is ever starting last in that Pennzoil Chevrolet, doing really good right now. And Seth Cole's up to 10th position right now in the number 98 car. So they come off to number 4. Pace car, making that hard left turn on the pit road as the green flag flies. Back underway, lap number 16 in the Bob Jenkins 600, presented by Coca-Cola. And as they come through turns number 1 and 2 here, Jessica Shelton did not get a good restart here, but she's now making her way through the field. Her car now suddenly has decided to get up and go here, and she now closes up in the back of Amanda Evans. They come out to number 4, and it's Quentin Moore and to the inside of his teammate James Sykes, the number 34 car out of Q-Man Motorsports. Quentin's won this race before here. Shelton has come close to winning this race before here. She finished, her best finish was a second in this race there. She would like to get her first 600 win. And Quentin's not yet won the season. His best finish this season was also a second. That came at North Wilkesboro to Cole Deaver. Shelton, meantime, won at Bristol this season, the Food City 500. Moore led his first lap of the race here today, and here comes Shelton. She'll take the lead. She's got JT Bryant and Mike Becker behind them, or behind her, I should say. As they come up the second turn, here comes Becker to the low side in that blue 43. And he's going to try to move JT up the high side of the track as they come up the fourth turn now, as Shelton leads yet another lap. But Bryant moves inside the lane. Let's see what he can do. Seth Cole goes with JT and brings Jesse Turner, Levi McIntyre, and Charles Sanford behind them. As they come off the second turn here, 18 laps in the books and still down to 42 to go here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. So we're early on in the 600 miler. Actually, it's not 600 miles, but 60 laps. But you get the idea. Seth Cole leads his first lap of the race as they come across the start-finish line here. Now Jesse Turner, number 17, goes low. He'll take the lead with Levi McIntyre behind him in second position and the XI Batteries SKF Ford. You look closely at that paint scheme of that number 99 car. It does almost put you in the mind of the Trevor Bain Advocare car from 2017, except not quite as colorful, obviously, there, but it's still a nice color shade. The white with the light blue and pink on that machine. And Levi leads his first lap, the man who won at Darlington this season. But now you got two of the rainbow color cars, Charles Stanford in the 24 car and the 45 of Joshua Osborne. Looking for the top spots now. Here comes Osborne for the lead now in the Adam Petty colors. That's the colors that Adam Petty ran in 1999, by the way. Comes off turn number 4, and he'll take the lead. And here comes number 10. That is the car of Kat Batson, the Tide Ford. Kyle Matthews on the backstretch right now there, so they may encounter him here in just about a lap or two. Actually, I don't know. He's running 158 miles an hour, and they're going to encounter him right now. Off to number 4, here comes, oh gosh. We're going to keep an eye on this right here. They have split Kyle up the middle of the track here. Let's see what happens in the turn number 1. Is where some of the action has been happening. And oh, Cole Deaver gives Kyle a bit of a nudge. Now Kyle decides to troll Jessica Shelton. Come off to number 4 here. Shelton now gets a little rub from Rafael LaDuke in number 20 car. Matthews still will not get out of the way of everybody else. So this is kind of discombobed everybody else here. I don't know how you can... Okay, what kind of a word was that? But anyway, back to the live action here. Dylan Young out in front here in the number 2 Miller Lite Ford, as he's got Roberto Crown Jr. behind him. And got a surprise up in the 3rd position now. How about Ryan Butcher? Car number 71 up to the 3rd position now, trying to take 2nd position away from Young. And here comes Young's Penske teammate. That's number 12 car of Zach Winkle. The Alltel Ford, the Ryan Newman cars from 2002. Daniel Boyles behind him in 26. Alex Miller in 44. 70 car, Damien Bouchard, the Rumpel Furniture Chevrolet. There he is in the J.D. McDuffie colors. And now Boyles tries to go to the inside for the lead position here. Alex Miller had thoughts of it as well too in the 44 car to come off the fourth turn now. And see what happens off the turn on the fourth corner. And Boyles will take that green Quaker State Ford to the top spotter, tries to, dips down. He looks like he's going to have it through turns 1 and 2, and he will. This car has run well in most of the races this season as well too. Just has not had the results to show it. He hopes that'll change today at Charlotte. And now Bouchard off turn number 4. Looks like he's going to try to go outside for the lead. He does so. So Bouchard, so first lap went for the 70 car. And now here they comes Turner, I should say, and Seth Cole in the 98 car. The lead car Cole Deaver, who's the outside pole sitter versus event, and car number 3. On board Cole Deaver's car, the number 3 Chevrolet. This is the fourth car. He won All-Stars for the sweep in the 600. Hit by Seth Cullen, car number 98. He moves inside here. And you're with Deaver as he battles for the lead, and he'll take it. Eric Monaco in 66 and Nathan Ormond in number 18 behind them. And we're almost halfway home in this race here. This time by will be 29 laps in the books and 31 to go here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. In the Bob Jenkins 600 presented by Coca-Cola. And Eric Monaco goes to the top spot now in car 66, but here comes Ormond, number 18. Nathan Ormond, who's had a kind of a feast or famine start to the season there, but he hopes to kind of break out of that funk and look to take this first victory of the season here. But now here they go again. They got Kyle Matthews up to negotiate around this time again. And Matthews and right in the Fogler's car and a big crash come off turn number 2. Boy, several cars having to get low down off that second corner here. Levi McIntyre's involved, JT Bryant, Roberto Crown Jr., Dylan Young, and Jessica Shelton crashes into McIntyre's car. Holy crap, look at that damage on the number 94 car of Shelton. Daniel Voiles, we talked about he needed a turnaround in his luck, and that's not going to happen today at Charlotte, unfortunately for him. He'll have to load that car up on the truck and prepare for Dover for just next on the tour. And same about a lot of other cars here in the field here, but this happening on lap number 30 of this race. Joshua Osborne coming down for a unscheduled stop himself in that 45 car. Yeah, he's got some damage as well too. Alex Miller's involved, and Kyle Matthews. Oh boy. Seems like there's always something about Charlotte and lap cars that does not mix well. And that was pretty obvious right here as we take a look again as to what happened here to cause the yellow flag to fly here. Matthews, they caught up behind Matthews, and several of the first rows of cars got through there pretty good. Here comes Caleb Fogler in 48. That car, he's got a good run. Taps the back of that 25 car and sends the both up the track, and Voiles nowhere to go in that 26 car, gets right into Matthews, and everybody else just gets in there. Alex Miller gets into Laura Chung. Chung escapes the crash, however. And here's where everybody else gets involved right here. And there's Matthews goes down right into McIntyre's car. He gets into him, and then there's where Shelton there's where she got crashed right there. Her and Osborne, Allison Rain, Fitzwater was involved, and here comes the rest of the field. There, Mike Becker, James Sykes, Nathan Hudson, and Amanda Evans and whoa, Fitzwater got flipped over by Dylan Young. Cody McGurk in a 68 car was involved. Here comes Shelton. She gets her car started back up there, and then she takes her frustration out on Levi McIntyre. Gets right to the Daniel Voiles car. Joshua Osborne had to slam on the brakes to keep from nailing Shelton. Boy, if I know Shelton, her face is blood red mad, and she's got steam shooting out of her ears probably right now. Let's go for a ride with Jessica Shelton. Why she got into McIntyre's car. She just couldn't see a darn thing out of that hood. Levi McIntyre's point of view. Not done yet. Here comes Shelton right about now. Tempers flaring big time at Charlotte Motor Speedway, and there's going to be a lot of mad drivers coming out of this race here. Here's the cars out of the race here. Obviously, Benjamin Miles from an earlier crash is out of the race here. Trent Dunham is out with a gearbox failure. Number 25, Kyle Matthews is out. 28, 68 car of Cody McGurk. 99 of Levi McIntyre. 94, Jessica Shelton is out of the crash. Daniel Voiles is out with a crash, and Alex Miller is out with a crash. So that crash took out several really good contenders out of this race here, and one car lap down, that's Matt McIntyre in 88. As the green flag flies back underway, lap number 36 here at Charlotte, and we have 25 to go. Down the backstretch they come here. Here comes Nathan Ormond. Number 18, he'll move Stephen Colon up the track now as they come out the fourth turn. Harrison Ponder in another green car down behind him, and it looks like I think Ormond's going to lead his first lap of the race here, and yes, he will. Car number 18 in Interstate Batteries Toyota goes to the top spot now. That's paying homage to the Bobby Labonte style scheme, not the Kyle Busch style scheme, by the way. So I always think of Bobby Labonte for the 18 instead of Kyle Busch. But anyway, Harrison Ponder goes low, looks down, takes the lead away from Ormond. Here comes Eric Monaco, 66 car, Seth Cole, Rafael LeDuc, and the 17 car of Jesse Turner. And there's rumors of blood. There's rumors of blood, by the way, that Jesse Turner is saying this is going to be his last season in the Castrol GTX Cup Series, which may be also last season overall, possibly for the series. I'm saying possible, but not definite for the season, because I actually have certainly not yet the course of whether this is going to be the last season or not. I know I've pulled this crap before though as well too, but I'm really actually considering this probably maybe being the last season, possibly being the last season of this series. And if this is not the last season of the series, I'm probably definitely taking a break from doing NR offline for a while. Start finish line they come. Rafael LeDuc goes to the top spot now. Jesse Turner to second position. Daniel Bouchard is in there in the 70 car, and then it's Cat Benson number 10, Charles Sanford in 24, then this mix as well too, the DuPont Chevrolet. So now with some of the top contenders out of the race area, we could look into some of these drivers here some of which in this pack are going for their very first Castrol GTX Cup Series victory, and some looking for their first victory in a long time. As you see the speed shot come up going into turn number 1, about 185 miles an hour plus. As Bouchard in the 7, he led another lap in this race. Here comes Sanford to the low side in 24, looking to inside of Cat Batson. Cat Batson's not won in a long time. Neither has Danny Bouchard. Bouchard won twice last season in the series, and they were both late in the season. And they're coming up in the back of lap traffic right here. That's whoa. Matt McIntyre. Oh, they're coming up. They gathered up Joshua Osborne in the 45 car. What's going to happen? Osborne's going to hold up Seth Cole and Harrison Ponder. Caleb Fogler's in there. Whoa, Fogler just about got sideswiped the back of Seth Cole's car. And Amanda Evans in the 98 car. She gets past as well, too. And now William Brock says, screw it, I'm not going for this. And he puts a foot flat to the floor at number 4 Kodak Film Chevrolet. And now Matt McIntyre, they've caught up to him in the 88 car. So that's going to put Charles Sanford out of the lead now with Mike Becker second to number 43. And who else is next in the lap car line? It's Fitzwater in 29. See the fast lap race so far. Cody McGurk had the fast lap race at 188.193 miles an hour. As we watch Mike Becker go to the top spot now in car number 43. And here comes number 15, Nathan Hudson. He's not won in a long time in the series. One of the veterans of the NNSCRA, mainly going back to the Snickers Cup Series. 34 car James Sykes. He's never won in a series before. Could tonight be the night he gets his first win? Nathan Orman in there as well. Number 18, the 3 car of Cole Deaver. And here comes another lap car. It's Fitzwater. We'll keep an eye on the 29 machine and see if he causes any trouble. He does the outside lane. And Allison Rain puts him in the wall. James Sykes is in there too. And the 43 car of Becker. And everybody else there trying to figure out which way to go. But Allison Rain just stuffed Fitzwater into the wall hard through turns number 1 and 2. And I think the yellow may have flown. Possibly, I'm not sure. Nope, we're still green. Amazing, we're still green, and this race still goes on. Ormond has to leave, but here comes Quentin Moore in car 21 to the low side. And now we got quite a few surprises here. Laura Chung is in there, Zach Winkle, Austin Reed in the 6 car, and the 5 of Phil Parker, who won the last time he was here at Charlotte. For 8 points of in as it comes to turns number 3 and 4 now. And now they're back up to Joshua Osborne's car again in the 45 car. Let's see what happens this time. And they all split them up the middle of the track here. And there's the 9th, 10th, and 11th place where they're doing Poteet, Charles Sanford, and Cat Batson all trying to catch up to this pack of cars here. Now let's see what they're doing to get to the inside of Osborne there. That's Poteet gets by him, but oh, Keith Batson. Oh gosh. Everybody else trying to get around all this lap traffic right here. And I'll tell you, Charlotte just always seems to have a thing with lap traffic. I'm not sure what it is about this track. But now Phil Parker goes to the top spot. Now this is going to be the lap traffic 600 before this whole thing's over. obviously, and actually it already is, but now McIntyre's now another one that's next in line. 10 laps to go in this race here. The question is, who gets through the traffic better? That's going to be the question now. And Phil Parker gets by, and Cole Beaver gets trapped behind Matt McIntyre now. Inside goes car number 12. That is Winkle. He gets by. Ormond gets by. Quentin Moore gets by. So does Hudson, and so does Austin Reed. And Cole Deaver, who was up in the sleep pack of cars there, well, he's now shuffled back. Boy, this is a mess here at Charlotte. I don't have to say it, but this is a mess. Down the backstretch now, here comes Quentin Moore in car number 21 to the low side. Gets past Phil Parker, and now he's got Nathan Hudson behind him in the 15 machine. Nathan Ormond and his bunch as well too in the 18 cars that come through turns number 1 and 2 now. Cole Deaver and Laura Chung, they're trying to close up as well too. Off the 4th turn they come here. They're coming down for 6 laps remaining. See what the margin is this time between the 6th and 7th place cars here. It's about almost 2.5 seconds. Third turn now they come here as see Hudson and Ormond. A pair of Nathan's bailing out, but here comes Gabby Conklin. She's got the head of this bunch of cars. And Hudson gets trapped behind. Oh, is she gonna block both lanes? She does. Well, she does barely though, but now she blocks Hudson. And Ormond just about got into Osborne. Come off turn number 2. Quentin Moore breaks free of that battle, and now Hudson still trapped behind Osborne, and now Gabby Conklin is being followed by the 6th car of Austin Reed. Four laps to go here at Charlotte. We got 2 more lap cars here. Mike Becker and Allison Rain. 2 more lap cars to contend with. Can Nathan Ormond hold them all off for his first victory of the season? Phil Parker and Zach Winkle also looking for his first. So is Quentin Moore, and he's close up to the back of his front 3 cars. 3 laps to go. Austin Reed trying to close up behind this bunch now. And Phil Parker up on the high side now as they come out the 4th turn now, coming down to 2 laps to go. So it looks like it may be between Ormond, Winkle, and Quentin Moore for the win here at Charlotte. And Winkle goes to the lead. Quentin Moore to the low side now for 2nd place, and he looks to the low side. Phil Parker gets back in this mix as well too in the number 5 car. Through turns number 3 and 4 to come. Moore moves Winkle up to the high side. They come out the 4th turn now. The white flag waves. 1 lap remaining at Charlotte. They split by the 29 car of Zachary Fitzwater. Quentin Moore out in front. Phil Parker to 2nd. Nathan Ormond looking for that number 2 spot now on Parker. Quentin Moore, who won the championship last season, in the last race of the season. He comes off turn number 4. Parker comes to the low side off turn number 4. He's not going to do it. Quentin Moore gets his first victory of the season. He wins the Bob Jenkins 600 presented by Coca-Cola. Quentin Moore, the number 21 Sitco Ford, goes to victory lane here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Phil Parker comes home second. Nathan Ormond will finish third. Fourth will go to Zach Winkle, and fifth to Austin Reed. How about that 6th car finishing in the number 5 spot? 6th place will go to Nathan Hudson. 7th will go to Keith Batson. 8th to Harrison Ponder. 9th position will go to Cat Batson, and Cole Deaver will finish in 10th. Average speed 152.764 miles an hour. 79 thousandths of a second the margin of victory in today's event. So 11 races are in the books and 20 races left to go on the season. Next up will be at Dover Downs International Speedway for the FedEx 400. So, boy, that was one wild and wacky race at Charlotte Motor Speedway. I will definitely say that for sure. There, may need a break there before we go to Dover, possibly. I don't know. But anyway, that will do it here today at Charlotte Motor Speedway here. Rest of your finishing order. William Brock comes home at 11th. 12th will go to Dylan Poteet. 13th to Jesse Turner. 14th to Charles Sanford. 15th, Daniel Bouchard. 16th will go to Eric Monaco. 17th to Laura Chung. 18th to Stephen Colon. 19th, James Sykes. 20th will go to Ryan Butcher. Raphael LeDuc. 21st, Caleb Vogler. 22nd. 23rd, Amanda Evans. 24th, Mike Becker. 25th, Allison Rain. Gabby Conklin. 26th. 27th will go to JT Bryant. Dylan Young. 28th, Roberto Crown Jr. 29th. 30th to Seth Cole. Zachary Fitzwater. 31st. Joshua Osborne. 32nd. And Matt McIntyre. 33rd. Seth, Zachary, Joshua, and Matt were all 3 laps down, while Roberto, Dylan, JT, and Gabby were all 1 lap down. So 33 cars finished, and 25 of them, were on the lead lap. So rest of the finishing order here: the cars out of the race: Alex Miller, Daniel Voiles, Jessica Shelton, Levi McIntyre, Cody McGurk, Kyle Matthews, Trent Dunham, and Benjamin Miles. So those are the cars out of the race in this event here today, and a lot of them were from that big crash we had in the middle of the event. But a big day for Quentin Moore as he gets his first victory of the season in the Castrol GTX Cup Series, Season 32. And if you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports Gaming channel. We got everything on the channel. We got in our races, we got gaming videos, we got in our online videos, whatever the president of the NNSCRA Seth Cole desires to have for his channel. Be sure to check out Seth's Dorsell Cup Series, the main series on this channel. And if you want in on future seasons of Seth's series, then be sure to get with Seth and he'll get you going. And also be sure to check out our 2 channels that does NNSCRA offline series. Those channels being X867539-858X. That's Dylan Young's channel, the man who does the NNSCRA Spectrum Mobile Cup Series. And also be sure to check out the channel that does the NNSCRA Marvel Studios Cup Series. That's Thrashman899, Levi McIntyre's channel. So he's the man who does the NNSCRA Marvel Studios Cup Series. So that would do it here today at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Here for now, this is James Qualls. This has been a production of the NNSCRA celebrating 10 years of offline racing at its best. We'll see you at Dover Downs International Raceway for both Mel Yellow Racing Series action and Castrol GTX Cup Series action from the Monster Mile.
Greg, did you have any ignition problems?